All of the other motions, Judge, are relating to our counter petition. We are moving for temporary orders, asking the court, well, so we have a couple motions. We have a motion for temporary request for temporary orders, asking the court to reappoint Dr. Sherry because Dr. Sherry was on the case, conducted a custody evaluation over, I think, 15 months. The court will hear that the non-suit was a direct result of Dr. Sherry making recommendations contrary to Dr. O'Connor's preferences. We never been able to have a hearing.
Just a second. I'll hear from Mr. Thompson, and you're going to have an opportunity to respond fully.
Yes, Your Honor.
So essentially, Judge, we believe that the custody evaluation makes very clear that this custody case does need to be modified. It does need to be finalized. That's why we filed our counter petition. Dr. O'Connor has paid Alissa Sherry, in my estimation, $50,000 to $70,000 for completing a very, very rigorous, very thorough custody evaluation. We're asking to not lose those resources in another year and a half of our time. So we're asking the court to reappoint Dr. Sherry. Dr. Sherry is available to come testify today about how long it's going to take her to finalize the report and update it, and if anything that's necessary on her end. We're asking her to be placed back on the case, update the report, and let us go to trial. We are asking as part of that because Dr. O'Connor was the one who wanted a custody evaluator. Dr. O'Connor was the one who selected Alissa Sherry. Dr. O'Connor entered into an agreed order that he would pay all of the fees related to custody evaluation. And so that obviously that agreed order has gone by the wayside by virtue of his non-suit. We're asking the court to order interim attorney's fees and expenses that will allow my client to prosecute this case through a final trial. Those fees will include a expert witness testimony fee for Dr. Sherry, who's been on the case for a year and a half. We're asking for the court, in another motion, we're asking the court to consider an assignment under 2.6, and I'll put on evidence as to why I think that's appropriate under this case particular. But the high level facts, Judge, are that Judge Mawsey previously heard this case, believed that it was appropriate for 2.6 and said that she would keep it, and then was subsequently recused. But she did make a determination that was necessary. The custody evaluation also recommends a specific high conflict parenting facilitator who one of his requirements is he will only serve as parenting facilitator on a case like this if it is preferentially, or not preferentially, but 2.6 set before one single judge. So we're not shopping around. But the rest of the evidence is going to be that we've been in front of nearly every court in Travis County at some point or another.
Mr. O'Connor.
Yes, ma'am. I object to the testimony because, again, it's all prior to the non-suit, so it's pretty much alleviated, for the lack of better words. Now, in terms of claims that the non-suit was taken to avoid a bad outcome, again, that goes to what we were speaking about earlier, in which we're both requesting time to have our evidence presented. And with competence, I believe I can show that Mr. Thompson's allegations are not going to be proven. And in fact, that the non-suit was taken in order to preserve the relationship of the child with both parents. I think if we could reset the hearing so we can both have adequate time to prepare, because if a witness is going to be presented, then I preserve the right to be able to cross-examine that witness adequately to prove our case. And